2004 Cup Series champion and 2311 driver Kurt Busch will miss his second consecutive race due to concussion symptoms. Last week at Pocono, while qualifying, he had made the second round of qualifying into the top 10. He was on his warm-up lap coming to the green off of turn 3. He spun, lost control of the car, and crashed into the wall. He got out of the car fine, seemed okay, but he was not cleared to race at Pocono, and Ty Gibbs stepped into the car last minute. Well, after being evaluated again by a medical team or his medical team, medical experts, it has been determined that Kurt Busch will not race this weekend at the Indianapolis road course. And once again, Ty Gibbs will be in the number 45 car. Let's read the statements from 2311 Racing, Kurt Busch, and Ty Gibbs. 2311 said, following medical evaluations after his wreck at Pocono Raceway last Saturday, Kurt Busch has not been cleared by the NASCAR medical team to return to competition this weekend at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. Ty Gibbs will once again fill in for Kurt in the number 45 Monster Energy Toyota Camry TRD. Kurt's health is of the utmost importance to the team, and we wish him all the best as he prepares for his return. Kurt has been granted a medical waiver from NASCAR and remains eligible for the playoffs. The team will not be making any further comments about the matter at this time. Kurt Busch released a statement of his own, and he said, after undergoing further medical evaluation this week, I have not been cleared to race Indy at this time. I remain dedicated to focusing on my recovery and getting back on the track, and will continue to work closely with NASCAR's medical team and my own team of doctors. I'm thankful to 2311 and my sponsors for supporting me and also putting my health first, and to Ty for stepping in to race the number 45 Monster Energy Camry. I am proud of his debut and know he will represent the 45 well again this weekend. Now, what Ty Gibbs had to say. I'm happy to help out 2311 Racing this week at Indianapolis, but again, our thoughts are with Kurt and getting him healthy. He's a good guy, and we all want him back soon. I like road course racing, and I think we'll have a solid Monster Energy Toyota Camry this week. I think the goals are the same as last week, just to complete the race and learn all we can. I want to thank Denny and MJ for the opportunity. So yes, Kurt Busch, as it said in these statements, is out due to concussion protocol symptoms, and it's going to be the second straight race that he has missed. We have seen drivers miss races in the past for concussion-like symptoms. Most notably, Dale Jr. missed more than half of the 2016 season due to concussion issues with concussions, and he ended up retiring after the end of the 2017 season. So, you know, obviously concussions are a big deal, and as I said with, I think it was Sunday's video when we talked about it, concussions are a big deal in sports, and, you know, with the recent studies and CTE and all that stuff, just trying to keep athletes safe, most notable in football, but also racing obviously is vulnerable to it because, you know, you're going 200 miles an hour in a car, and sure, you have a helmet, sure, you're locked into your seat, but that doesn't mean you're not going to move your head around, hit your head on the headrest. You know, it's still possible to get hurt in a race car, to get a concussion in a race car, and unfortunately it has happened to Kurt Busch. So obviously we all hope Kurt Busch gets better and is able to return this season, or, you know, back at Michigan in a couple weeks time. But you know, obviously a big deal. He's going to miss the race. You know, former champion racing in a pretty decent car. He's got a win this year back at Kansas. So, you know, it's a pretty big deal for him to miss. And then also, you know, in terms of the playoff situation for him, you know, he, with 14 winners, if there's 3 more winners, whoever's lowest in the points right now would miss the playoffs. And right now, Kurt Busch is the lowest with a win in terms of the points. So Kurt Busch, if there were to be 17 winners, would be missing the playoffs if, like, Truex and Blaney or Truex and Harvick were to win. You know, Kurt would be missing. Obviously, you know, the playoffs, they are a big deal for NASCAR, but the health of each and every driver, pit crew member, whoever it may be, is obviously the priority. So everyone wants to see Kurt Busch get better before he gets back in a race car. Don't want to rush him back into the car, but yeah, also there's been some concerns about the safety of the next gen car. No severe injuries, you know, in terms of missing a long term. Obviously, missing races is bad. You know, Kurt Busch with a concussion, but no like broken legs or, you know, anything severe like that. But, you know, drivers have talked about how when you hit the wall in this car, it hurts a lot more than usual, or compared to the old car at least. So that is a concern, especially now that we are seeing a driver out due to hitting the wall in what looked like a pretty normal crash. You know, I mean, Kurt looked like it looked like a normal crash. I would not have guessed he got hurt in any way, shape, or form after that. It looked like nothing really happened in terms of injury. But, yeah, I don't know if that's something NASCAR can explore, but drivers have talked about how, you know, they hit the wall and they think it's going to be a normal hit, and then it hurts a little bit more than they expect. So I don't know what they can do to kind of make the car safer, but if we keep on having problems like this, it could be a big problem. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if it is a problem right now, but, you know, you don't want to see drivers out because they hit the wall in a standard, normal, single-car crash. And, yeah. So I'm a little, I want the car to be fine, but the health and safety of drivers is always priority in NASCAR, and if we have drivers getting hurt, then something needs to be looked at. So hopefully Kurt Busch will be able to return at Michigan. Wishing him all the best. Hopefully he is okay in terms of long-term health. Hopefully nothing bad happens, you know, that would potentially hurt his career length. Hopefully he's back at Michigan, as I said. Ty Gibbs back in the 45 car. That's pretty not too surprising, as I said last week, with his success in the Xfinity series, and, you know, with him being Joe Gibbs' grandson and having the sponsorship and the connection to Monster, it's no surprise to see him in the 45 car. This week Monster will be on the hood, so, you know, he can probably wear his own fire suit this week, whereas McDonald's was on the suit last week. So, yeah, I mean, once again, as Ty Gibbs said in his statement, just complete all the laps, learn as much as you can. It's a road course, so it should be interesting. Remember, Ty Gibbs got his first career win on a road course in the Xfinity series, so I'm curious to see how he does, curious to see how well he performs. But once again, just wishing the best for Kurt Busch. Hopefully he will be back for Michigan. Be curious to see how Ty Gibbs does in the 45 car again. And, yeah, health and safety protocols, good for them for keeping Kurt out if he is truly not ready to race again. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than hopefully he gets better. But thanks for watching this video. We keep up with the NASCAR news here all the time. If anything else comes up in terms of, you know, obviously any silly season news, Kurt Busch, you know, his health status, we will talk about that. But big news today is Kurt Busch will not be racing at Indianapolis.